We'll bring in one of the members of the House Judiciary Committee, Wisconsin Congressman Tiffany, Congressman of Wisconsin there. Good to see you, Congressman. Thank you so much. If I could get your reaction there to that report. So we're going to see Mayorkas again, not just today, but also tomorrow as well. And lawmakers are going to have specific questions for him on Title 42, on MPP, or Remain in Mexico, that policy as well. What are your thoughts on how Secretary Mayorkas has handled the surge at the border thus far?
Well, I think all you have to do is visit the border and talk to Border Patrol, and you'll find out what's going on there. First of all, let's be real clear. Our United States government, via the Biden administration, is now running the biggest human trafficking operation, perhaps in the history of the world. And I was just down to Yuma last week, and the head of the border section down there in Yuma, he said that if Title 42 goes away, he has warned the police chief of Yuma that we may have to just release people into the streets, that we're not going to be able to screen, we're not going to be able to hold them for extended periods of time, 48, 72 hours, and we're just going to dump them into the streets of Yuma. That's what's coming to America.
Talk to me about what you expect today from other lawmakers, and I'll point to this too. There was a letter from House GOP members that sent out to the secretary saying this. A quick tear here. It says, quote, "Your actions have willingly endangered American citizens, undermined the rule of law and our nation's sovereignty," end quote. Again, just a snippet from that letter there from House Republicans. But what do you expect for questioning in terms of the secretary today and tomorrow? What do you want to hear?
Yeah, so I'll be on the panel tomorrow in Judiciary. But, for example, with appropriations today, we've heard from Border Patrol, ICE, and others. They have said that it isn't more money that we need. We just need the authority to be able to do our job. They can't do their job currently as a result of the policies of the Biden administration. But, I find it really interesting. Secretary Mayorkas just came out with his plan yesterday, 20-page plan. I had a chance to read it last night. The very first sentence says, under the Biden-Harris administration, DHS has been executing a comprehensive and deliberate strategy to secure our borders and build a safe, orderly, humane immigration system. Well, they've developed a comprehensive and deliberate strategy, but there's nothing safe about it, nothing orderly, and it certainly is not humane. Just talk to Bishop Evans, the Texas National Guard member who gave his life in the Rio Grande River.
Yeah, his body was found recently again, and many were pushing back on several in the administration, really not having much to say about it, only pushing back that, well, this was a member of the Texas National Guard, a member of the state, and not given orders by the federal government. Actually, what you just said, we actually have a tear of that I would like to have put up while you're reading that. And this is it here and what you were talking about here. And essentially, again, that 20-page plan, but it's a new border strategy. But why now, Congressman, in your opinion, why now are we hearing about this new plan? These numbers have been on the rise since this president took office. What is prompting this quote-unquote new plan, or this 20-page document that is come out with this new plan? Why now?
In the run-up to this interview, Kilmeny said it very well, that there's Senate Democrats that are starting to break ranks. The administration has to find a way to obfuscate, maybe even confuse the public out there that they want to do something about this. They know they've got a huge problem politically, and they've got to figure out a way to try to message this. And so they're going to send Mayorkas up in an attempt to do that. But if you read this report, it does nothing to fix our immigration problem. There is no interest in fixing the immigration problem. They view it as a benefit to the American people, and Secretary Mayorkas is leading the charge. This is deliberate. This is what they're attempting to do. And the American people, the message we need to deliver to them is that the harm that's coming to America, increased crime, increased drugs, increased sex trafficking, that's what's coming to America.
I'll show you this from CNN because it is somewhat bipartisan here. Many speculate, does that have to do with midterms, et cetera? And here's just a quick tear. Swing state Democrats turn on Biden over Title 42 border decision. And there are several Democrats, including Congressman Cuellar, and it seems to be that do care about implementing some plan at the border to stop this surge here. What are your thoughts? Have you spoken to other congressmen, congresswomen across the aisle that do know this is a problem for the United States and it does need to be fixed, albeit Title 42, MPP, or new policy?
What's been true, that's been going on for a number of years now, is that some of the people that portray themselves as center-left in the Democrat Party, they're scared to death of the far left. And we've seen it. The far left, the open borders advocates, they are apocalyptic right now. They want an open border policy to continue, and they will beat down anyone, not just Republicans, but Democrats also, that break ranks with them. All you have to do is look at Senator Hassan in New Hampshire. She's taking a beating right now from the far left socialist wing of the party. And so they're scared to death of saying anything at this point. They know it's wrong, but they won't do anything about it. And the American people suffer as a result of their inaction.
Especially the border states there, as we've spoken with residents in those areas there in Texas, Arizona, et cetera. I know you'll have your chance tomorrow to ask your line of questioning. We look forward to that and hearing that as well. Congressman Tiffany, thank you so much.
Yeah, pleasure to join you this morning.